How we doing?
John, what did you guys think of Aaron Rodgers today?
As we all seen, as advertised, the crazy arm, obviously just getting the ball out quick. Understand the defense is trying to find like the soft spots, and they knew that we'd be obviously rushing and trying to get to him, so they just tried to just get the ball out quick to throw us off and obviously get their run game going. So they had a good game plan, so I think they executed pretty well. One more time.
How much were you battling physically?
Physically against them, or what you mean?
No. I mean, like, your own, it looked like you were hurt.
Oh, you?
Oh yeah. I mean, you get bumps and bruises and shit like that. Excuse me, but ultimately, I mean, it's part of the game. I was fine. I mean, we're gonna get those, but get a play and I'll be back in.
What's typically the answer for when offenses quit game? For most of the game, what's the
Yeah, you DB.
Oh yeah, I mean, get on the body. We tried to do that. Missed a couple tackles. DK go down the field for 80 yards. So obviously tackling got to be better. We got to, as a group, got to find a way to get these guys down. I mean, that's really how you stop quick game. Get on the body and tackle. And we just didn't do that at a very high clip this evening.
Josh, how would you evaluate the run defense? Something you were kind of hard on your guys so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, it wasn't terrible, but we hold ourselves to certain standards, and when you could get a guy like Aaron Rodgers just sit back there and control the game off of running the ball when they don't even got their starting running back in, it wasn't like they was hitting us for 50, like Bijan 200-yard game, but they did enough to keep them in the drives and make the time of possession, even with our offense. So. Although we was getting stops, they were still controlling the time of possession, controlling how much time we were on the field, and we got to be better for sure.
John, when you get the ball out on the screen, it's like Sunday Hawks, right?
Hey man,
Funny shit, football.
just gotta find it. Things like that happen in ball, and that's just where you can't like look at that play and be like, what could I have done more, or like what could I do better, It's just that football guys went on our side at that point. And then honestly just making sure that we don't let that be the tail of the whole game. Because obviously we wanted that turnover really bad. But, that sometimes can be deflating for a team. You're like, dang, we almost had it. But even myself, man, I'm working on that to not be in that mode of, dang, one play is bad. As obviously being the captain as well. Just owning that and understanding everybody is watching how you handle this certain thing. So, got to be better, man. Just got to be better.
What did you guys think of the way Carson just fought throughout the course of the game?
Everybody, I would say, shout out to Carson. He was fighting, he was getting hit, getting back up, O-line going down. He's back there still trying to do his best to help us get the win. But that's this team, man. We got a gritty team. We're going to fight to the end, 60 minutes. We just got to make sure, in those 60 minutes we're executing and doing the right things to limit those stressful situations. We know we play well in situations like that, one-score games. You check the history since KO and them been here. But it's just a matter of not getting to that point and protecting Carson and getting him in the rhythm and don't allow him to just back against the wall and feel like he has to scramble around and make a play because we doing our job from the get-go. So it's complimentary football, man. Special teams play great, gave it one, and just little stuff like that throughout the game caused you to go into the first quarter, and now Carson, fighting with his back against the wall trying to will us to a win. So, we got him obviously leading the way right now. But, we got a team that's going to fight to the end. But, we can't be in that situation every week.
When DK's touchdown, was that something that went wrong on your side?
Just tackling. At the end of the day, he caught the ball. We had guys had a chance to get him. And, obviously, we could have probably been better in coverage somewhere. We'll check the tape and see what happened there. But for the most part, we just got to get him down. Live to fight another day. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for a moment there. It's tough to see. Got gouged in the eye, but we're fine.
Overall, what was it like dealing with that amount of pressure?
Yeah, they're a good team. I think, and we got down early, so we ended up throwing the ball quite a bit. So that's always tough on the O-line and everything. And there's definitely times I could have got rid of the ball quicker and gone through my progressions faster. But shout out to that team. They play hard. They play physical. They made it tough on us.
It was a little slippery out there, but it's not really something that we would put blame on or criticize. at the end of the day, we just still got to go out there. I mean, we knew we were aware of the surface, and it just was a little tricky sometimes, just trying to put your foot in the ground and grass coming up. But I feel like all in all, we still got to be able to run our routes and still one good on a good bit on our route. So it's not really something that we really put focus on, for real.
That's it's hard to see from where you were. Did you score on that one? Down sort of.
Oh, for sure. Just leaving me 1-on-1 with 41. Definitely wish I can get that one back, but it's just got to move on to that one and on to the next play.
Yeah, that was weird. I'm not gonna lie, it was weird looking behind me, looking over my shoulder on the side. Thought we handled it okay. Obviously, got us at a very bad time of the game, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a little different.
Were you guys hoping for a reset of the play clock there after this spike? And it looked like you were kind of going to the end zone. KO was sitting in.
Yeah, that's on me. I got to be quicker in and out. I think I just kind of lost sight of it, obviously physically, and just kind of was back in my mind. So I got to be better. Yeah, I got to watch it back. At the end of the day, we lost. That's all I care about. That's all I'm concerned about. Got a bad taste in my mouth that the defense stepped up when we needed them at the end, got us the ball back. In those situations, it pains me to be left there out on the field with a chance and come up short. So I'm not here to evaluate the rest of the play. We had some chances. A couple tipped picks those suck, not going to lie. Those are tough. They kind of derailed what I thought. We had some decent momentum going on a couple drives. And so, yeah, that was tough. But at the end of the day, we lost, and that's all that matters.
Just 4 games in, how do you evaluate just the offensive execution overall?
Yeah, we're still figuring it out. Just dealing with different circumstances, injuries, people having to step up in different spots. So it's difficult. It's this game of football is, not really predictable, and a lot of things can really, jump at you when you're really not expecting it to. So, but at the end of the day, just like he said, we lost. It's not really. We got to look at the film to really digest it for real. But yeah, definitely a sick taste in our mouth. Just hurting ourselves, really, just shooting ourselves in the foot, and just giving them more opportunities to really get points or gain that momentum. And it's just something that we got to kind of lean in on ourselves and really understand what we really want to accomplish. The penalties, we got to get rid of the penalties, pre-snaps. That's definitely something that we got to lean into. But it definitely was a great defense out there. They're a great team, and they made plays at the end of the day.
What's going through your head when you guys see Brian O'Neill down on the field and Metellus coming out to attend again?
Yeah, I mean, immediately just start praying for guys, obviously. That's all you can do. Injuries are unfortunately part of this game. We've both been there. And so some of those things you just kind of pray for these guys, and obviously as a leader of our team, that means something to everybody. So I thought Justin did a great job stepping up. Justin School there when BO went out, and so that's obviously always tough with a leader of your team in that situation. But it's always next man up mentality. Injuries are part of this game, and praying he'll be back soon.
Carson, how do you feel about that pressure from the D-line?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said earlier, it's tough. I mean, when you get down, you dig yourself in a hole like that. The D-line kind of just pins their ears back and rushes, and we're throwing, time and time again. So it's a good team. It's a good team. It's a good D-line. Hats off to them. They play hard. And so we had our chances. I can be better, get the ball out quicker too. So, but yeah, it always makes it tough, and they did a good job today.
Did you feel the pressure from the public?
Say that again?
Did you feel the pressure from the public, the noise?
The crowd was, honestly, if that's what you're asking about, the crowd, the atmosphere, it was fun. Honestly, it's fun. It was my second time playing overseas, and so it was. I thought it was a good experience, good turnout. It sucks to lose, not gonna lie, but I thought it was a cool atmosphere and a tough one to lose out there.
You spoke a little bit about
pre-snap, post-snap penalties and kind of getting in a rhythm again. What is the difference, just like your first victory with J.J. McCarthy, that when you guys have your back against the wall, what is the difference that you guys can somehow overcome some of those together?
Yeah, we just been in those different positions too many times, honestly, and we just kind of understand and we kind of lean on each other to pick it up. And at the end of the day, we wasn't really losing by much. We was only losing by two possessions, 2 scores. So it's just all about one play at a time. Defense getting us that stop and allowing us to go down, score, and get it within 3, and then getting a stop again, allowing us to get the ball back and go, take a shot at either tying the game or winning the game. So it's just all about just keeping our heads up and just keep fighting at the end of the day. I feel like we've definitely been in those positions too much to really love it, but we also understand that we have a team that fights and don't really hang our head until 0-0-0 is on that clock. And we've been doing it time and time again, even last year, this year. We just got to really figure out how to not be in those positions and not allowing ourselves, because it's really ourselves that are getting into those positions, not really the other team, outplaying us or outcoaching us. So we got to look in the mirror. We got to look in the mirror and figure out how we're going to, stop that from happening, how we're going to come out fast, swinging like we did last week, and just carrying on that same consistency. So that's pretty much the main thing.
A road game, did it feel like something different? Obviously, they were the home team officially, but what did it feel like being out there and David Carson too?
Yeah, I mean, it felt great. I mean, they definitely had some Steelers fans out there. They had some crowd noise, and it definitely felt electric, I would say. But at the end of the day, we expect that. We kind of understand, that Steelers are home, this game, and any circumstances, we're really ready to go out there and perform. No matter the crowd noise, no matter the atmosphere, it's just on us to go out there and still perform and communicate, as always.
Justin, you talked about that you were saying you were slipping there. It's like, do you think you'd benefit maybe him coming a day or 2 earlier and getting more familiar with the softer Irish ground?
I don't really know. It's a great question, but I don't really know. I mean, just being out there and I mean, it's not really like overly slipping. It's just, slipping on, just here and there on these little routes. Maybe I'm overextending a little bit too much, and I just got to understand the surfaces and understand that I got to get my feet, below me instead of out wide. So that's something that to think about, but that's not really something that I put blame on or I criticize. At the end of the day, whether it's raining, snowing, we still got to go out there and run good routes and get open for the quarterback.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. I
Thank you, guys.
appreciate it.